1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hedding here, coming to you today with a bluegrass version of the classic old song, Wayfaring Stranger. We're going to do this one in the key of A minor. I think it sounds really good in A minor on the mandolin. And what we're really going to work on for this lesson is adding some tremolo to the long notes, and then we're going to do kind of a really old-time mandolin thing and use all downstrokes on the notes in between the tremolo. So we're going to have a series of quick downstroke phrases followed by tremolo, some more downstroke phrases followed by tremolo. Very old kind of bluegrass way to play mandolin. Bill Monroe did this a lot. And I think it really helps the notes in between the tremolo pop out if you use all downstrokes. So that's what we're going to work on for this lesson. I've got a solo for the verse and the chorus. I'm going to break down note for note and then show you a bunch of backup I would do for this song. So how to do, A minor, D minor, all the chords to the song, a couple spots on the neck, how I'd strum and move around and play the backup to Wayfaring Stranger. And if you're watching the preview of this lesson, you can head over to my website, MikeHeddingMusic.com, and grab the full lesson. You'll get access to watch all the videos, and you can download the tabs and the practice tracks. All right, here's Wayfaring Stranger in the key of A minor for mandolin. All right, let's start breaking down this beginner version of Wayfaring Stranger. So let me play the first 4 measures into the beginning of measure 5. Then we'll start breaking it down. Here we go. A couple times. 1. One more time, real slow. 1. Okay, so let's take it from measure 1. This is the pickup to the solo. We're basically going to do like a scale run, ascending run up to the note we want. And we're going to do something just a little bit different for this lesson. We're going to use a lot of tremolo, which is the up and down picking. And that's going to be kind of mimicking a long bow on a violin or a voice that can sing a long note. But the notes in between the tremolo, we're going to do with all downstrokes. This is really going to help those phrases in between the tremolo pop out. So that's what I'm going to do for this lesson. Again, you can see the pick direction below the tab. It's the staple looking symbols. So again, we're going to use all downstrokes for the notes in between. And then for the long tied notes, we're going to use up and down tremolo. So just a little stylistic difference we're going to use for this lesson, okay? So again, we're going to start in measure 1. It's a pickup. We're going to start on beat 2. We're going to play the 2nd fret of the D string with our 1st finger. And then the 5th fret with our 3rd finger. So we have 2 and then open A string, and then 3rd fret on the A, and then 5th fret for a quarter note. So you have 2 and 3 and 4 is how you count it. So you heard me counting beat 1, 1, 2 and 3 and 4. And remember, when you're using all downstrokes, it's really important that you don't kind of do a death grip on your pick. It's easy for your wrist to kind of lock up when you do those downstrokes in a row. So make sure you're keeping your wrist really loose, okay? Let's do that a few times. So 1, 1. So not too hard there. So that's all we're doing for the pickup, 1. And then our melody note is this high open E string. And we're going to slide into that note and find the note on a lower string, the A string at the 7th fret, and slide into it, and then tremolo. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So you're kind of tremoloing for 5 beats, a whole note, and then into the beat 1 of measure 3. So So just count it out loud if you need to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And if you stop a little bit early, it's not the end of the world. Again, you could play it as a single long note if you wanted to. You know, so tremolo as long as you can, or I mean, it's good practice to get all the way to the end. But again, if you stop a little bit early, just keep counting. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, so again, the tremolo is kind of a stylistic thing. You can add it if you want to, but again, if you stop a little bit early, it's not the end of the world. So let's do those first two measures. Here we go. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So 1, 2, and 3, 1. And then for the rest of measure 3, open E string, slide your third finger back down to the 5th fret, and then open E again, and then 3rd fret on the A, and then slide from 5 to 7 on the D string this time. So just that same idea, now down on the lower string. So we're going to use that concept a lot in this lesson. Instead of just going, you know, with open strings, what we're going to do is find that note on a lower string and slide into it. Fiddles do this all the time, banjos do this all the time, mandolins do this all the time. So again, we're going. And then tremolo, so 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, let's do those first 4 measures into measure 5. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Do it a little faster without talking or counting. Now our next phrase is the rest of measure 5. So slide your third finger back down to the 5th fret of the D string and do open A, back to that 5th fret, open A again, 3rd fret on the A, and then open E string. So we have. Good practice with doing it with all downstrokes. And then our melody is this 5th fret on the A string. And we're going to tremolo, and I'm going to harmonize it with a higher note. So I'm going to put my first finger way up on the 1st fret, so it's an F note. So we got like a D minor double stop there. And if that was a big stretch and you didn't want to do that, you could just play the 5th fret on the A string on its own. So you'd have. But it sounds nice with the double stop. You could even get this open D string if you wanted to. So again, you have. And then that's another 4 beats. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And then we take your first finger off and play. Keep your 3rd finger down and play that note twice. And then 3rd fret, 5th fret, and then we're going to slide back up. And right here, the melody is the open E string, and I'm going to harmonize it with a higher note here just to split it up, and I'll show you why in a second. So I'm putting my 2nd finger on the 5th fret of the high E string, so you have. And the reason I did that is did this harmony rather than this one that we did at the beginning is it just helps separate that opening melody line, because we're going to go back and quote that opening melody line, and it just helps. I found it helps separate it when I played it. So you have. Because now we're going to go back and quote that opening melody line. That's why it's nice just to split it up a little bit. But if you didn't want to do that, you could take off your 2nd finger and go. That'd be for measure 8. But again, I like adding that. It just mixes it up. It's just another alternate harmony, basically, is what we're doing there. So let's play 5 through 8. Here we go. Let's play measures 5 through 8 one more time. Here we go. And then right here, we're gonna quick move your hand back down. So take your left hand off. We're gonna play a little run up again. Basically kind of a modification of the intro. Instead of starting all the way down here, we were already up here. So we're gonna go. So it's kind of a combination of measures 1 and 5. So you do open A string, 5th fret on the D string, open A, and then 3, 5, 3 on the A string. So you have, so you're up here. So use that open A string to help you travel back down. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1.